Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Critical Mass. Well, we said we'd give it at least one more try. That's right. The new series on Apple TV and the CW, Stargirl. Season episode 3 dropped. Paul was very unsure about it last time. Mark and I were, well, let's give it another episode and see what happens. And let's see who is right after this. All right, episode 3 dropped. Did it change any of our minds? Paul, you were the most skeptical of this series. What do you think?
Okay, well, let's recap. First episode, we find out that Stargirl is Stargirl. She has this connection with Starman's weapon. Second episode, they find out there's a bunch of villains, and all the villains are going to come to town, and now they got to seek out the bad guys. And the bad guys are seeking out them, and their true identities. And in this one, so I don't really understand how to say it succinctly in this one. They find a bad guy because he kind of summons them to battle, and then a bad guy kills another bad guy. So that's kind of what happened in the episode?
Well, in the first few episodes, we were saying that this was pretty family-friendly with their storyline and very campy. If you notice, all the items in their house are like, they're supposed to be modern times, but all the stuff in their house is like retro 50s and 60s. Their refrigerator, their radio, everything is retro. He's really retro. He's stuck back there in the past, including the car he drives and even the look of the robot that he builds. However, they get pretty dark, really, in this one. They kill a teenager, one of the likable characters in the movie. They kill his father in the movie, who might have been one of the only redemption kind of villains out of all of them, who was just trying to raise his family. And so, yeah, pretty dark for a family sitcom on the CW about superheroes, I thought.
Now, as dark as this particular episode was, I couldn't help but keep my mind in the, oh my God, they made this for teenagers. And that's exactly their target audience.
It still is. Absolutely.
It is made for a younger teen audience. I think I'm going to call it quits on watching the series.
You're going to call it quits on that cliffhanger?
Yeah. It's just, it's not for me. I was watching it. I was trying to get into it, and I just couldn't.
Myself, I found this one to be the worst of the 3 episodes as far as keeping my interest is concerned. It wasn't as funny. They were repetitive again. The father saying, "Are you ever going to listen to what I say?" and the girl ignoring him, and it seemed to be repetitive of the first 2 episodes. I was ready for something different. We now had the main bad guy back in town. He's the one who kills the other villain and ends up killing the kid. However, if I remember from the first episode, that only leaves 2 more bad guys left. The girl and
the big monster.
The Grundy guy. I think they called him in that. So,
well, you got the guy with the mustache, the portly guy with the mustache. You got Iceman, and you got the big monster guy like Juggernaut.
Yeah,
Solomon Grundy.
Yeah. And in case you're wondering, the cliffhanger in this one is that she grabs the staff and she says, "Time to recruit people." Well, okay. So now there's going to be a Star Force team.
Well, they're looking for like the descendants and the new generation of younger superheroes coming up to battle old foes, and I'm not interested.
No.
See, the vibe I'm getting from this is like they're decent episodes. Like I for the audience, they're perfect.
Yeah.
But I get this is like a Spy Kids movie. It's not for adults. Spy Kids were extremely successful movies, but you're not going to have anybody in their 20s watching them and enjoying them and following along.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that this is starting to turn into a, girl likes boy episode, because now she's been talking about this new boy who's an artist and he seems nice, and then we find out he's the son of the villain. So are they going to have this? And he doesn't know that he's the son of a villain, if you know what I mean. Like, the kids don't know yet. So I don't know where that's going, fine. And I don't know if it's interesting.
But that's fine. They've done it in Batman movies, where Batman's dating the mysterious person and he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm like, when you're talking tweens and young teenagers, that kind of romancing, soppy story writing can be like, it's not dark, it's not intriguing, it's not mysterious, it's not sexy, it's camp, it's fluff in a lot of ways. And I went, eh. And as far as the special effects in this one were concerned, it was like, even more.
Oh, did you see the special effect with the bus sliding on the bridge?
Yeah. Like, it was really bad. And is it going to be, when he's in his robot, is every time he's in the robot going to be him not working, fixing it, so, and then saving the day?
Yeah, I think that's what their comedic
it's the third time now. It's the third time it's done that, right? Yeah. So okay, come up with something new, writers. Come up with something new. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
I think the something new now is where she's recruiting younger replacements for all the different superheroes. Okay, so she's Stargirl from Starman. There's going to be a young Flash, a young, I forget what the other ones are called. And probably her stepbrother is going to be one of them, and he's going to be a comedic relief kind of thing. And, it might be great for kids. Might be great.
It could be. I don't know what the ratings are. I haven't looked. We were doing this. I don't want to be, I didn't want my judgment to be curtailed by Rotten Tomatoes or anything like that. I want to give it its own chance.
I'd be interested to see, though.
As a 50-year-old plus guy, I'm losing interest really quickly. I
think the ratings did dip quite a bit, but with everything that's going on in the news, it's distracting people from what they might normally watch.
And it doesn't help that it's on, like, probably one of the lowest streaming services you can, like, it's not on Netflix, right? It's not on Amazon Prime even. It's Apple.
Yeah.
No, but the CW is fine.
Yeah, as long as you pay for it extra on your cable bill, you can watch it, I guess. So, yeah, it might have had better luck on Netflix as something for the younger audiences to watch in their superhero genre. Even maybe on Disney Plus, it might have done better.
Here's the thing, though.
I think it would have been a hit on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
The age group that would, like, this is targeting, they're watching things like, the Flash on TV, and they're watching if they want superhero shows, they're watching the Supergirl, they're watching the Batwoman, they're watching, and that's, I think that those are, not much better than this one, but I don't know. I think they have other options.
I think this is even a younger audience show than Supergirl, and definitely younger than Batgirl or Batwoman or whatever it is now, because Ruby Rose is now gone from the series. So after one season, we'll see what happens with that. So yeah.
You know what? Okay, so here's my prediction for Batwoman. I know this is off topic, but I think every season they'll have a new Batwoman.
Or they'll have a Batwoman where they don't actually show Batwoman and they just talk about her from other characters.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Mark, I think your prediction is right, because there will only be 2 seasons.
Yeah. Or 1.5. We'll see how it goes. Well, all right. So Star Force is great. If you're a young person, you'll probably like it.
Okay, but what about Stargirl?
Sorry, Stargirl. is probably going to be, you know, if you're in the 16 and 14-year-old range, you probably love this show. Probably think it's really good. Us adults, not so much. And I was intrigued from the first couple episodes because I like the humor. The humor is now repetitive. It's the same jokes, the same kind, like there's no new jokes, there's no nothing. It's all the same do-over. So I would say, yeah, if you're an adult, you can just skip this altogether, but it's okay to put it on a TV still for your kids. You guys agree?
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, it's good for the kids.
All right. On the flip side of that, another new series just dropped, Star Force. And we're going to do a review of that in a couple, well, I'd say about 4 or 5 more days. So stay tuned for that. I watched the whole thing in the first night. So it can't be horrible if I did that, but we're going to let Mark and Paul check it out. It is different. And it's kind of along the lines of what was the other one, Star Trek spin-off humor one with the guy from Family Guy.
The Orville?
The Orville.
It's kind of along that lines as trying to be funny about space, but it's more based on real life right now that we are here on the Earth. It's not futuristic space too much.
So far, I like what I've seen in Star Force because I have watched a few episodes, but the Orville still leaps and bounds.
Yeah,
way ahead of it.
Of course, it has a lot more warped sense of humor than there. Although I did start once they start getting political in the shows, I stopped watching. And our Orville tried to go political on quite a few episodes, and I stopped watching. And I'm hoping this one does too, but they do it funny so far. So you'll see what I mean as you watch more of those episodes. So there's something to look forward to there. Stargirl, probably give it a pass. Star Force, well, we'll let you know. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for that, why not check out some of our other reviews, maybe some of our trivia down here, including our ultra hard, challenging trivia questions. I did really well. If you really want to check it out, and Mark didn't do so good. But until then, and Paul sucks. So I'll let him edit that out. But yeah, check out some of our other content. And in the meantime, we'll see you on the channel.